Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Okay, all right, there they are. Beautiful yellow. Alita went to do some preparation so she can. So the main preparation. So she can attentively hear as long as possible. You guys are so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love. Can I marry you too? I propose. I solemnly, till death. No, we'll never die. We're gonna live forever now. You can hear on it. Oh, okay. Good. You can hear it. Oh, have it set up so you can hear it. Okay, good. You're like Maria. She goes to the bathroom and she can see Lord Caitanya comes with her. Now that's pretty intimate, man. Now that's intimacy, man. She's worse. Oh my God. Where is this all going, Amy? Where are we going? Eva, have you ever seen anything like this in Krishna consciousness? Is this unusual? Is this different than temple worship? Is this attractive? More attractive? Certainly a lot easier, man. All right. Enough jokes. Let the show begin. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Ooh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Find out what beauty parlor Amy's going to. It's her last profile picture is astounding, and I gotta find out where she's getting her being done. Her everything is just shines. Just find out what beauty parlor she's attending. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I want to marry Amy too. Hare Krishna, Radhe. We got to prepare a little bit more, just a little bit more. She's almost there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Polygamy, transcendental polygamy. That's what it is. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yeah, isn't it funny? The polygamy of the world is just the reflection of how it is in the spiritual world. You know, Krishna is the marries so many people. We're all married to Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vida, Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Whoa! Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh boy. Ah. Sri. Yeah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Oh my Lord. Sri Krishna. Oh. No. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Nityananda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita Nityananda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita. Oh my goodness. Sri Krishna. Oh. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Shri Advaita Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, oh my goodness. Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Advaita Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, oh my Lord, what bliss! Whoa! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Oh, Oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh my Lord, just Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hmm. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ooh. Okay. A little bit. Ooh. Okay. A little bit. Let me just rest up a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ooh, yipes. Yo, brother. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Advaita Gadadhar. Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Ah, ooh, ah, mm, mm. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari. Oh, Hare Krishna. All right, where were we here? Mm. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ah, Madhya Lila, chapter 20. The glories. Yeah, Madhya Lila, this book here. Madhya Lila, chapter 20. The glories of Mari Gupta. See, the glories of the devotees, the pure devotees, the ones who have been purified, in their hearts, they're glorious. Yeah. All glories to Sri Gorshima, the son of Mother Sachi. See, Gorshima, it's beautiful. Gorshima, here we go. A nice little devotee here. Hey, welcome there, Sorinam. Yeah, the Gora Nishima, that's very significant. How come everything looks so significant in ecstasy? You notice that when you become an ecstatic devotee, everything especially in the Vedas, is significant. Everything you look at is significant. It's all connected to the absolute eternal truth that's being hidden by the Maya. Oh, Maya, get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. My ecstatic Lord wants to appear in this world because of our ecstatic devotion, right? And that, we don't need no dream anymore. Might have been had the dream. We have the conclusive truth, man. Hey, Maya, get out of the way. Jose, get out of the way, Jose. You know, our ecstatic Lord is appearing in this world, on the stage of this world, and he wants to dance. Eh? So that's what we're here to do. See? Because of the ecstatic devotion of the devotees here, the Lord is going to appear in this world. Can you see that? Can you see how that works? Can you see the prophecy? Oh, prophecy. I'll put my prophecy hat on today. Because of the ecstatic devotion of the devotees here in this Sangha, the Lord is going to appear. What does that mean? That means the real Lord, the transcendental Lord, he's already appearing. He's appearing in this ecstatic worship. He's saying, hey, man, is this attractive to anybody? It's all about attraction, man. What are you attracted to? You know? This is why this is the thing. We're here to show. It's the show time. It's show time. Not close time. Let's close the show. No, it's showtime again. Isn't it nice to have showtime, Lolita, huh? Yeah. Showtime. Why not? It's time for the show. Yeah. Not show in the bottle and you can't you're seeing on the outside. No, come into the show. Come in through the neck, into the show. Be a participant in the show. Okay? Showtime. Yeah. So all these things are coming to manifest again. Yeah, see, so the Lord's appearance, he appears. This is his appearance. Sat Chidananda is the appearance of the Lord. See, Sat, the eternal form of the devotee manifesting in this world. See, then you see, oh, that's what the Lord looks like. Yeah, you see it in the mirror of the devotee, man. You see the devotees are manifesting here in our Sangha, starting the first fruits, their eternal forms. This is unprecedented, man. This is amazing. This is very attractive, actually, ultimately, that people start to get wind of this. You see the eternal forms of the devotees here. Okay? So that's the Sat. Okay? And then the Chit is the knowledge, is the transcendental knowledge. It trumps everything. It trumps. Are you ready for it? Get ready for it there, Lalita. Radhe, get ready for it. It trumps Trump. This, so a lot of people think he's the savior. No, no, no. The Chit knowledge trumps false ego. Of course. Why not, man? It's powerful. It's real. The absolute truth. Who's speaking the absolute truth? The essence of all truth, man. Remember, read in Bhagavatam yesterday with Maria. Yeah, these sages sit before. Man, I love this. Man, I feel like happy camper, man. Yeah. You like to trade? These guys are they're attractive, making money and all this stuff. And they go, hey, how would you like to trade like me? How'd you like to trade like me? Hey, how'd you like to be ecstatic like me? How about that? How'd you like to get this kind of intelligence, man? I can't get it on my own, but man, this Radha gives it, man. This ecstasy is Radha's grace. Yeah, how would you like that? Is that attractive? Yeah. Oh, look, why don't you hang out with Lalita and River when they chant in ecstasy and show it? Yeah. See, we got to show something more attractive than what's in the world. See, because the world works on attraction. So does Krishna, right? You think how many people are going to be attracted by ISKCON in the ceremonies and and when they get into the, how many people, people, not how many, but many people, I can't say many, but some people, I'm getting indications they commit suicide because they couldn't follow the regulative principles and they wanted Krishna and they thought, and the preaching was, we read this report with from Prabhupada. There are others also. They feel so guilty and so bad and they want Krishna and there's no hope because you got the preaching devotees, the neophytes, acting like Uttamadikaris, saying, oh, you can't worship Krishna, man, until you follow all the rules perfectly. Otherwise, you're guilty. Feel it, man. And the poor people commit suicide sometimes. See, that's the kind of neophyte preaching. See, people acting on another platform. Oh, yeah, we're authorities. We were initiated 3 days before you. We're Uttamadikaris or we're advanced devotees. That kind of is mundane. And people, that's the kind of shelter that's been available and still available. I was in Mayapur hearing talks. One mother of a devotee was saying she was laughing at her. She was talking about her daughter. Oh no, her son, and saying, I would never follow that path. You got to follow all these friggin' rules. Why should I worship a god like that? I can't even worship the god unless I follow the preaching of her neophyte son was, oh, I'm sorry, man, you can't worship Christian. Do you follow all these rules perfectly, and then you can do it. Actually, Karuna's guru, ex-guru. I remember I had all these interesting deals. When I first uh, uh, met Karuna's ex-guru on the internet, I kind of liked him. He was preaching, he was doing something. It was nice to see somebody do something. And I was a kind of a Ritvik back then. I didn't want to take the responsibility, because that's a heavy responsibility to be guru, even though I got the order. No, I didn't get the order yet. Didn't get the order yet. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, so he's, he. What was my point? I had a point with him. It was a good one. Does anybody know where I was going to?
The rules and regulations that
The
ladies
rule. Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
want.
Thank you. Great, great. You guys are keeping up now. Thank you. The minds are not wandering like mine. Yeah, yeah. The rules are regulated. So anyway, he was doing a thing, and I was kind of making friends with a guy, and on the internet. Never met him personally, but on the internet, and he was saying, oh, he was doing he did stuff. I mean, he started a forum, man, and people were coming. A lot of people were coming, and and there was this really nice devotee, this lady from Mexico. I think it was. I wish I could get a hold of her again. She was a really nice lady and very sincere. And she said, and she says, "Wow, they wouldn't allow people to chant the Hare Krishna mantra unless they were strict celibates, even if they were married. Even if they were married." And so she says, I still like having sex with my husband, and but somehow or other, I just wanted to chant, and I did it. I know I'm not supposed to. They weren't supposed to chant Hare Krishna mantra unless they had strict celibacy and followed all the principles perfectly. And you could chant the other, like Lord Chaitanya's mantra or something, but not Hare Krishna. No, 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 no. You have to be, perfect first, you know. And so she was saying, "Boy, I just started chanting. I felt so good." And so the guru took a vacation, was going to take a vacation, so he left it in the hands of his disciples to interact. And his disciples were like, "No, you can't chant. You got to follow. You got to be completely celibate. You cannot chant Hare Krishna." You see what, Prabhupada would never say that, but, they, that was the new preaching. After the acharyas leave, everything gets weird. After Prabhupada left, everything got weird. Even while he was here, it was getting weird because he had so many disciples. He couldn't keep track of it. People commit suicide because he wasn't like right there in their face. What are you going to do? He had a big mission, and he was teaching another level too. Like the beginners, the beginning thing. Just kind of just try to stay in the game. Yeah. Yeah, so oh no, you can't yet. And I don't know. I just went in there and I said, oh, hey, listen, she's attracted to chanting. This is wonderful. Let her chant, and everything will follow. Everything will happen perfectly. This is Krishna giving her the feeling to chant. Don't stop that. Don't. I was encouraging. I was saying, yeah, go ahead, keep chanting. And my God, did all hell break loose, man? They all jumped me, all those disciples, man, right on me like a gang member. And then they call the guru, man, special call to the guru, who comes. How dare you say, tell her that she can chant. No, the rule is, you got to be perfect, and the rules and regulate like he was perfect. Could you imagine the hypocrisy? If you knew what the guy did, would think, hey, come on, man, what, she can't chant Hare Krishna, you can do all these things? But anyway, they can't help it. This is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. This is why one is really lucky and fortunate if you find this Sangha. You're really fortunate. I mean, honestly, you're saved from a lot of bewilderment from being around the Vaidhi Bhakti platform. That's why that's called religion. That's the place where ultimately you abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of Krishna. And we teach how to do that. We teach you how to, it's like, so it becomes a no brainer. Oh, it's very easy. Take shelter of Krishna. And then I get people to ask the question they couldn't even ask for 40 years following after Prabhupada and even during. The question is, who is Krishna? They can't even ask the question, who is Krishna, to follow. Okay? See, so who is Krishna? Satchitananda. What's so hard to understand? You know, Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Sat is the eternal form of the Lord. And what is that? What are its qualities? Chit, perfect, clear, logical, amazing knowledge of the absolute truth, distinguished from his shadow. That's called Bhagavatam, Bhagavat, book and devotee. You're so lucky if you can find a devotee Bhagavat that perfectly represents it. The only way you could perfectly represent the Bhagavat is if the writer of the Bhagavat ultimately is God, is Krishna, is inside you, matured. Then you understand the Bhagavat. The formula is complete. See, the formula is complete. Otherwise, you'll never understand the Bhagavatam because you got to follow the process, man. The process is by regular classes, chapter 1, Canto 1, chapter 2, 18 or 19, something like that, 18, I think. By regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, the only verse I ever remember, one of the two verses I remember, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, and by service to the pure devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart is dissipated, is annihilated, almost to nil. See, almost. He doesn't. The Lord doesn't wait. He even waits less now. That Bhagavatam is 5,000 years old. He waits even less. You can have a ton of contamination, and then the last part of the verse comes. See, all that's troublesome to the heart is annihilated almost to nil, and then the transcendental Lord awakens. He don't even wait to nil yet, almost to nil. That's the power of Lord Caitanya, and that's the power of of, of the preaching from his word made flesh, called the Devotee Bhagavat, to the world about the real nature and the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's the power of it. Oh, really? I can find a path. We make it easy for you. If I didn't speak this stuff, you'd never know. You'd be following these neophyte gurus, these neophyte followers of the Vaidhi path, telling you gotta do everything perfectly, and then you burn out or commit suicide or leave the path, become a Buddhist or a Christian or something else, or we're back to the world again. Or you just go to the Sunday feast and make an appearance and you smoke your cigarettes in the closet. You know how many people I heard doing that? They're in the closet smoking their cigarettes, smoking their pot in the closet. If I'm going to smoke it, I would cigarettes. Ugh, those things, man. Ugh. It's the worst habit. If anybody's got that here, man, if you're intelligent, if you give that one up, man. Yeah. But this process is so powerful that you don't have to be perfect at anything. All you have to do is make the connection. It's who you know, not what bullshit you know. What lower level preaching you know. It's who you know, because who you know, if they're a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, you're going to get the real chit, not shit. Like in crypto, they have shit coins. They're worthless practically, or they're very little value, shit coin, and they go down to zero. That's what people's bhakti does when you have persons who are not advanced on the path. Look at you guys. Look at the pictures of the devotees here. Look at the happiness they're manifesting more and more. Look at the strength they're manifesting. Where is that coming from? What, is this a bad tree? This tree is not bad. It's not even good. What? It's not a good tree. Yeah, it's not even friggin' good. It's transcendental. That's a million times better than good. That's why you little goody two shoes here that have been really proper all of your life, you who don't know what's in store for you, something even better than your being so proper that didn't do you that much good. I know proper people are still depressed. You know how many good people still friggin' depressed? But I ain't depressed. My advanced devotees, they're not depressed. There, you know how many good people are sorrowful and lamentating still? Why? Because they're still trying to save bodies, material bodies. They think, well, if I too can do good, I'll be good in the eyes of God. I'll save bodies. I'll build hospitals. I'll do all this. I'll save the cans, save the cans from going into the earth. You know, I'll save the whales' bodies. It's a big whale body. It's not easy to save, man. Yeah. See, I have great faith in that path. I'm sorry, man. I don't have faith in that path. It's not going to do much. You're the example of your path. I met a lot of good people. A lot of good people come here, and I'm still out of path. How can I have a faith in how you're representing the good path and you're still depressed? You still want to check out sometimes, you know? So therefore, I can't have any faith. Does that make any sense to anybody? But I have great faith in this. It took away all my depression. Becoming people come here, they get Lord Chaitanya's grace. Look at Maria. Even Lord Chaitanya gives her more than I get in that way. She gets to see him even in the bathroom, man. Look at Lolita. She gets to chant even better than I do. Look at Johan. God, where is that guy? Is in outer space. I can't even understand where he is. You know, the guy floats and goes and into dreams and all that stuff. Yeah. So, how can I have faith in even the mode of goodness? So, listen up, Sachi. Lolita's I think she's one of these mode of goodness, doing good and saving everybody. Pooh, I ain't following that path anymore. It just got me burnout, man. She was so burned out, man. I mean, I think people need to hear from a guy like me that will challenge everything. I challenge the mode of goodness. I'll defeat you and show people something better. I'll show you good people that built so many, you philanthropists and you persons who built so many hospitals, a much better, more higher happiness. All your sorrows will go. You couldn't get rid of it in the mode of goodness. No matter how good you are, you can't please God like this path pleases him. That what we're preaching pleases him. That his devotees please him just by coming to this path, just by attending these sadhu sanghas. You get more benefit than persons who followed the good path, and for a million lifetimes. You get some just by coming here and really listening to this preaching, which is very inspiring. I even get inspired. I watch my own classes over again and get more inspired. Why? Because it's not like it's like I get in touch with the what's blowing through this reed here. It's a nice breath, man. No bad breath here. No good breath here. Transcendental breath. You know how people have bad breath? Ooh, they have bad breath. You don't want the good breath. They say, oh, yes, follow the rules. Good. Be a goody two shoes. Oh, good. Yes, be a good person. See, that's the good breath. And here, you don't get the good or bad breath. You get the transcendental breath, man. Teach you who Krishna really is. In the word, that inconceivable and unattainable one becomes attained here because you're getting transcendental breath, man. You're not listening and smelling bad breath and good breath. You're getting transcendental. You're coming here and attending true sadhu sangha. See? And you get the transcendental breath, and you're thinking, wow, you get a whiff of that. It's like, ooh, let's go up with that one, man. Blow dryer, yeah, transcendental blow dryer. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot in that word, Gorshima. See, another thing is that's a hint, everybody. You get it? Get it? Nah, I don't think you got it. You got to really chant in ecstasy for a long time to get, what else it means. Gorashima, that means, hey, Goranga in Gora is even Nishingadev, the lion, and he comes out sometimes. How do you know that? Well, I read in a book, but this is my rendition. This is my expression in the world of Gorashima. Yes, all glories to Gorashima, the son of Mother Sachi. Not all glories to Gorashima, the lion like personality. See, that's a son. See, they're good storyteller. They get into the story, man. They show you that you begin to understand what kind of preaching was back then. Gorashinga. Why did they use that glorification? They saw that quality in the gore. See, the golden Krishna, all of a sudden the lion, Nishingadev, would come out and destroy all ignorance without any fear, with authority. See any of that here? Anytime? This makes even Maria run. Oh man, when she goes fast, I told her fast forward over this. You're just not ready for Nishinga. Even her guides, Lord Chaitanya, she says, "Am I ready?" And Lord Chaitanya said, "No, not yet." So fast forward a little bit. You'll see we got some good points here, more soft. Come to the softs, and then later you'll appreciate the roar. You got to get the roar at some point, man. You got to feel the wind. Yeah, it's like a, in a piece of music. Come on, man. You hear in the piece in the orchestra, it goes to a crescendo. And then it's soft. She knows. See, Roddy knows all about music. In music, man, you got sometimes dun 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 dun. Listen to some of these suites. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's good preaching, man. So don't misunderstand. Mind's worst enemy until you get through that block into taste the greed. Taste and greed. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Taste and greed. All of a sudden your mind becomes your best friend. You know why? It gets me, my mind gets me up in the morning now. Everybody else's mind tells them to sleep. Oh, just sleep more because it's so nice to sleep more. But the Lord has given me a higher taste. Now it's like my mind says, "Get the hell up, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's relish some real happiness together, man. Hey, man, I'm your friend. Don't this sleep thing is boring. I mean, you got to have it so you can get the strength. My mind knows. He said, "Yeah, you go to bed, get a good rest, and let's get up together and be fully attentive, man." And chant that name, man, and just go deep into your relationship and with Radha and Krishna, and talk and discuss. And I'll be there with you, man. I'm rooting for you. I'm your friend now. Yeah, that's the kind of chanting we do around here. Is that attractive? How would you like to chant like that? Anybody out there? Or do you still like this thing on Vitae? Still, they got, my mind is always going here and there. And then, yeah, that's why even the beginners that come here, that's why, Maria's guide said, well, you're not quite ready yet. You're ready when you're a Lalita and a Johan and a Janaki. And you're ready and River and Radha's getting there. She's close. And Amy. Oh, you got to look at her picture. She's going to some beauty parlor. I got to find out. I want to know the name of that beauty parlor. She is looking good. Shiny. You should see the before. Amy, you should put up the before and after. But show those pictures where you look like a doll. Literally like a China doll. I mean, very beautiful and potential, but locked up. And now, just it's like a woman. I'll tell you, be honest with you. Now, this is on it. Now, this might be hard to take. Like a woman that is sexually fulfilled. They look good. They bloom. And amen. This is Bhagavatam. I just speak Bhagavatam. I know it challenges very. You shouldn't be speaking like this, but Bhagavatam speaks like this. Therefore, I have to. The son of Krishna. He goes into the palace, and he meets this beautiful woman. She's a princess, and they want to engage in intimate. They fall in love with each other, right? And so they have sex on the side, literally. I mean, it says right there in Bhagavad, they're out the couch having sexual affairs, all that stuff. So they're having that, and nobody knows because it's a secret. It's a secret, And so he's in the palace there, and he's like, they're all just in this, happiness of, conjugal love, amongst the worldly stuff, worldly love. And so they noticed the princess. They didn't know he was there, and they didn't know what she was doing. They noticed she was looking really fulfilled and really happy, and she was shining like, what's going on with her? Why is she looking so good, so different? It was because she was having sex with this son of Krishna. See, and so nobody could know. Now, can you imagine having that transcendental, intimate relationship and conjugal affairs with Krishna, the transcendental Lord? How much more beautiful you will become. See, that's what I see in devotees here. They're having this intimacy with the Lord, which is very conjugal. I mean, it's called the conjugal relationship, isn't it? Is this off? Is this offensive? Is this nasty? No, it's the most pure thing in the world. That's why you see the gopis were married and they had these conjugal affairs with Krishna, and there is no offense, there's only glory in it because it's so pure. You can even be married and have this relationship on the side. Many of us do. You know, Lalita had, she was married, maybe, with a husband, Vaidi husband, and she was having these affairs with Krishna. Isn't that Vrindavan? Look at River. She's married and she's having these affairs. And don't you notice they look really? I guarantee you, it's not their husbands doing it, making them look like that with their little, getting little bunked. Their little, sexual play ain't making them look like this. It's Krishna, isn't it? So is this the new? I just asked logically. Is this the new Vrindavan? Is this the Vrindavan practically manifesting again in this world? What do you think Vrindavan's supposed to be in the book and stay in the book forever? Are you kidding? No. You gotta. How else can Krishna appear in the world? His Dham has to appear. His real devotees have to appear. His relations have to appear. Relationships have to appear. And they're appearing here. Da da! Welcome to the new Vrindavan on stage, online. Online. A lot in that Gora Nishina. And another angle. What is that other angle? Every incarnation, even Jesus Christ is in Lord Caitanya. That's why I ultimately figured it out. I cracked the safe, man. Cracked it, man. Even my Jesus, I tell you, I was attached to Jesus, man. Jesus is my life and soul. It still is. But he's also inside Lord Chaitanya. See? If you become a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, you can go to any Dham. Just like Narada Muni, he can go to Ayodhya. Lalita Ganga can go to Ayodhya. She does, even here sometimes. She can go to where everybody in Jesus' realm, they're worshiping. Oh, the Father is everywhere. The Father is there. She can go there and be with the devotees there. And they say they know the Father to that extent, and she can keep her mouth shut or open it up if she wants to preach and say, hey, there's that Father there that you're kind of a little distant from, a little more, and he's there everywhere. He has a form, man, more intimate, man, more interesting, more qualities. You get to know him even better, man. He has a form like Krishna. Oh, and he's got his spiritual potency, very juicy, more juicy than that realization. Oh yeah, Radha, man. Ooh, let me introduce you to my friend. He, you go anywhere and all, and that's why the Lord's great mercy, man. You get to know all his secrets. You get to know what he knows. You get to become expert in your relationships with all kinds of personalities. You can go to the demon, you can go to hell realm. I can go and I can talk to demons. I talk to demons all the time. Really, no problem in the world. I know who's a demon. I talk to him, put my hand on his shoulder, and say, hey, man, I can preach to them. And they think this guy is my well wisher. They don't. They can feel the vibe, man. Hey, man, when ecstatic prema emanates from you, man, they whether they're good or bad people, if it depends on the kind of preaching you do. Because I'm a little more out there. I'm here to purify people. I'm not here to bring this peace of just not keeping my mouth shut. No, I'm here. Here for purification, man. Fire! Set the world on fire, man. Burn up the contamination, man, so people can get into ecstatic relations. We're not here for pansy type purification. For the pansies, for the neophytes, the beginners, man. Here we're here for those serious. You really want Krishna in this life? You want prema in this life? I don't know. Well, go to Narayan Raj. He'll give you the many lifetime preaching and work to do for that. Yeah, yeah. Just keep Become a big sannyasi with a big stick and a big guru. Or go, ISKCON, same thing. Big sannyasi, big stick, big guru. Then you can do so called big preaching. You can't deliver anybody like even my disciples are on the standard of many of them. They can deliver people because they have ecstatic devotion. Yeah, we're not here, here for those who want to be playfully serious. We want to come here and that's being serious, and then all we do is play. So, all glories to Gorshima, the son of Mother Sachi. So, the shade of your lotus feet drives away all distress. I love that, man. The shade of your lotus feet. This is a passage that has no meaning to most devotees. They can read it. Yes, the shade of your lotus feet um, drives away all distress. Let's move on. Yeah, and you go to the next sentence and the next sentence and the next sentence. What did you learn? Oh, nothing. But I'm a good parrot, and I've read this and that, You see, I'm reading this illustrious book that I don't understand. That's the preaching of these devotees here. They're reading Prabhupada's book. They're commenting on Facebook. That one thing. Everybody should go and let's help on the preaching, man. Let's purify some people. Come on, man. Get off your cans and let's preach. Don't you see what you go? You should be finding where I am and where I'm at, and go and preach to these people who don't know diddly squat, and liberate some persons. There's this thing, Ritvik 3 theory revealed. One guy's coming here, intelligent devotee. Come on, help him out. You know, why not? You got the power, use it. Go on these threads and stand up and witness for what God is doing, what Krishna is doing, what he's showing you, what he's teaching you. Where is the real path right now, this second, where people can be delivered just by being attracted to what we're doing, because they see, oh yeah, you find value in that. Yes, I find value in this path, man. It's changed my life. Why can't anybody do that? Well, some of you are, and you will more. It's a prophecy. We found life. Don't put a shade over it. Hang it up on a candlestick, that light, so people are looking for it. They're all looking for it, man. But you got to witness. You got to say, yeah, I found the light, man. See, so that'll come. You just keep listening. There you go. You see, there's a light there, but a lot of people put a shade. Even in our sun, they put a shade over it. Sorry, we kind of want to shine it, man. We're no shows still. Don't follow the no show path now. Shout it from the rooftops. Yeah. See, you are the life, and wait. The shade of your lotus feet drives the wall. All see the shade. What is the shade, man? That's see the shade. See the shade. Okay, one level of the shade. The shade is the darkness. That's his Maya. Okay, let's go from there. See, the shade of your lotus feet gives you so much distress in the form of Maya. See, it's a shade. It's a dark side of the moon, dark side of the forest. It gives you distress, gives you false identification, brings you as far down as demons and rakshasas and all of that stuff. Consciousness. See, so the shade in that Maya, but the shade of his transcendental form, see, that's where you come here, you're going to get the shade of his transcendental form, man. And that shade is cooling. That shade is enlivening. That shade gives you intelligence, gives you freedom. You just stay under the shade as an eternal consort, just you start consorting with that shade, man. See, that shade is light. That shade is ecstasy. See, not darkness. You see how that all works, man? The transcendental potency is the reflection, the darkness is that shade. It puts a shade over the light of the absolute eternal truth. See, highest truth is the reality, the shade of Krishna's lotus feet. Where, how does that show up? What does it mean? It's this hasn't been explained clearly in Krishna consciousness. You got to find somebody that has that shade of Krishna's lotus feet, the shade of his transcendental form, not his mayic form, not even his goodness form. Yeah, I got the shade of following the rules and regulations and all of that, but boy, I'm still depressed. I'm still unhappy. I've been following that shade. I have that shade following me because I believe in that. That shade is still a shade. It's dimming the brightness of this shade. That's why I tell people in goodness, man, there's something better. See, something will take away even your sorrows and lamentation that you can't get taken away in being a good person, a proper person. See? So you just keep coming regularly and you'll see it. If you don't come regularly, you won't see it. The shade will just stay over you, the shade of Krishna's Maya, and just block you. There's so many people, they come once in a while, but the shade comes over them of Maya. I see it, they come and after a while they don't think this is so important. See the shade of the illusions. Well, I go to Jesus, I go to this, and I go to the church, and okay, well, fine, but it's still the shade is more of a shade over there. Okay? This is more bright, and people when they come, they notice, wow, this is nice, this is enlivening, and then they go back. Sometimes they'll stay for a long time in that under that dimmed. It's like you ever see a light on a dimmer? You can say spirituality is like that. You go to Jesus and you get some light, man. Kind of liberation, salvation. That's really what they're talking about. And it's still a little bit dim. I mean, it's lighter, it's brighter. You might have salvation. See, but you come to Lord Caitanya and the brightness turns up and up and up and up. There's no limit to this. See, it becomes more and more pure uh, in consciousness, in understanding, in ecstasy. And there's no, in a light dimmer, you just reach a certain point and that's it, right? It's limitation. There's no, on this thing, you keep turning up and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter forever. Now, how would you like to be on a path like that, where the light becomes more and more and more perfect, more perfect, more perfect, more perfect? Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, get it preaching a little bit. You'll find it's exciting. All of us, I can also do better, I'm just have to inspire my own self too, I'm not doing enough. It's almost like that thing, in the world, also, it's like, you know, you're not doing enough, but here it's not guilt ridden, but, it's like, I could, I feel like I could do more, I could do more. Right? And it's good. It's good. And it's transcendental, actually. See, how much should we chant nicely a day? That's a good question, actually. Yeah. How much do you want to chant nicely? You got more freedom in the Lord. See, that is see, the others are mandates. You want to be under the Biden religion mandate. You must chant this amount and that amount and all of this. You must do it. So here it's like you come here regular. That's more important. Sadhu Sangha and chant with us here. Hear these talks, and then you'll get more and more increasingly attracted to chant. You know, and it's between you and the Lord now. The main thing is you're fulfilling the highest requirement. The highest requirement is this. This is what I'm teaching here And what the Bhagavatam is, I'm just teaching you what's in the Bhagavatam. Sadhu Sangha. How many rounds was Maharaj Parikshit chanting? He was coming and he was listening and doing the highest thing, which is Sadhu Sangha. This is higher. What is going on here? Because the Lord's transcendental breath is coming through here. His Sat Chit Ananda potency is manifesting here is better than a person chanting one or two dry lakhs just because they're supposed to, because their guru says so. And their guru hasn't realized what has been realized here. See? It's all about who you associate with, man. You advance by association. You come here regularly, you're going to the best beauty parlor on the planet. You're gonna shine more and more and more and more. There's nothing, just automatically. You found the best of all paths. This is the lazy man's way to enlightenment because the Lord wants to give the easy way. This is the easy way. The only toughness is going through the purification, and that's only temporary. You just got to go to the dentist. Sometimes you need to go to the dentist. Just go to the friggin' dentist and get the work done. When it's done, and you're through it and you're chanting like Lalita Ganga and River and others, okay, the work is more or less done and it's more easy peasy. Now the White Lotus, now you're in the chapter, the last chapter of the Ancha Lila, the last friggin' chapter, the White Lotus. They think Shashastaka is the beginning. No, that's the last chapter in your life, man. In your death. No, that's the last chapter of your death into new life. The White Lotus of good fortune is expands more and more and more. And then how many rounds should you chant? You decide. How much do you want to chant? How much that white lotus of good fortune do you want to manifest more and more and more? It's up to you now. You you decide. You and Krishna. What he inspires you, you'll do. Oh boy, Amy is why does she get these? No wonder she had a picture like that, man. She looks really pregnant with, who Krishna. She's bulging, man. Just ready to pop out. See, pregnant with God, God babies. Isn't it God babies is the best? People ask me, you have any children? Well, I have a few, and then more coming. I don't have no limits. There was a limit. Somebody think you've got 10 children. Well, 10, that's okay. We can. Here, I found a way to have many, many children. Be a father of many, many children. This is a great way, isn't it? Yeah, speak it into them. Speak the word, man. Boom, just like God. You become like the Lord. Isn't it? Like father, like son. They speak the word and everything happens. The world is born. Look at this, man. Speak the word and Krishna is born in you. You see a new reality, a fantastic reality. Hey, isn't that the way to go? Isn't that the better way? Jive talking. Talking jive, man. 22 people. They were doing good, man. Breaking the resistance. We are the resistance. No, the secret is to become irresistible, to have irresistible charm. See, that's where we're going, man. This sadhu sangha is the best way, easiest way to get that irresistible charm, man. I haven't found it. If I found it better, you find a better way, show us. And we'll all go, I'm sure. But I don't think there is a better way than this. I haven't found it. This gets more and more enlivening every day. Class gets better and better. More, more sides to the same. Often repeats that are ever fresh. Can you imagine watching reruns that are newer and newer and newer? Well, we're just reading, what has happened 550 years ago. We're rerunning it, and it just is more interesting. This is the way, see, the Bhagavatam, when it's spoken, it was very sweet when it was written and spoken, 5,000 years ago. And then again and again, it gets more sweet, more interesting, more amazing. Okay. So, yeah, I think we worked that one. See, now isn't it, wouldn't it be nice? You read a sentence and you have some realization coming through, and you share that with the world. See, that's Bhagavatam. That's purport. Are you getting real purports here? Where's that coming from? Did Prabhupada ever give a purport on that? Or anything that I say? Usually he does, and then I give a purport on his purports. Where's that coming from? Who can do that? And it becomes even more interesting. See, you have to be empowered by the transcendental Lord. Otherwise, I can't do it. I'm like, no way. When I started to accept that, that's when I started to feel the empowerment. The Lord will humble you until you realize you can't do it on your own but with the help of the modes of nature. You can't do it with the help of the mode of goodness. This is why you always will fall on your face. You'll realize and that is great. When you come here, you start to get a taste for the higher thing, and you start realizing that is deficient. There's faults in the mode of goodness. It doesn't give proper empowerment because it's still a shade over your real self. You don't even know what is spiritual in the mode of goodness, really. You think I'm spiritual, but you're saying, like the demigods. They consider the followers of the demigods, the sun worshippers. They think they're worshiping the true God. They are, and they're not. The true God is in that form, but it's still not the transcendental shade of that form. That's forthcoming. See, and if the demigods are kind to you, they'll tell you, "Hey, man, you're not quite ready yet." But stick around and those coverings will be burned off. And then you'll see this new reality. You'll find the real transcendental shade, which will take away all your lamentation and all your sorrows forever. Anybody onto that? Can you trust me enough to stick around long enough to experience it for yourself? And find out how that's a dimmer switch on the mode of goodness. You're still too dim. It's not very bright yet. Are you ready to listen to these messages that come every day? What do you think the Lord is just, oh, you can just come in once in a while or something? That there's no amazing messages coming here through that never been heard before? That are just tailored to this time, place, and circumstance, that verse comes alive here. The solid truth of real religious principles is hidden in the heart of an unadulterated, self realized soul. One should follow that progressive path taught by such persons. Progress. You want to make progress? It's all in the words of those devotees, empowered in this time, in this place, in this circumstances. For those who are intelligent enough to say, or not to think, oh, I don't know what's going on, I'm doing. I'm going to follow Prabhupada's rules and regulation path and the ceremonies. Hey, he's the real Acharya forever. I just want to follow his path of progress. And you stay more or less the same. Amen. I got the order of Prabhupada to preach. This is his will. This is his desire. Lord Caitanya's desire. The line's desire. Krishna and Radha's desire. Otherwise, you're not progressive, man. You're in the back of the line. See, the back of the line. You're in the back. We're in the front of the line. You want to come? Just hold. You just come over here. We'll pull you up into the front of the line. Otherwise, what do you want? Make many lifetimes? What you want the Narayan Raj preaching many lifetimes before you get prema, or you want to come over and just listen to this preaching, which is a rope, and it'll pull you right to the front of the line of prema with the devotees experiencing prema already, who are here to encourage you, that to show that it's real by their witness. Who can really deny the witness of Lalita and other ecstatic devotees here? They're deep into it. You neophytes can't change their mind now. You can't say, "Oh, you're Sahaja, you're evil. And she's just looking at you and saying, well, you can't show me anything better. Why should I leave this ecstatic prema path that's glorified in the Vedas we read every day? And you can't even understand. You're not very attractive to me. What is this? If anything, I can add to your life. You can't add diddly squat to mine. That's the kind of preaching here. We get a solid experience of the true God that is inconceivable, unattainable, inaccessible, unless you come through this door. Otherwise, you should, the mode of goodness God, look in the planetary forces God, you're like a sun worshiper, astrology worshiper, right? Oh, the astrology. Oh, the sun. I'm a sun worshiper. Really? I'm a sun worshiper. I worship only sons of God, the suns that are brighter than the brightest star in this universe. That's a Rupa Goswami. That's a Prabhupada. That's a Sanatan Goswami. That's a Krishnadas Kaviraj. That's a Haridas. How many names of the true sons do you want me? Jesus Christ. Lalita, practically Lilita Ganga son, a river son. It's more. You want to know what Rupa Goswami, how he chanted? Go look at Lalita, and you'll see what the chanting of Rupa Goswami looks like. Or Johann, that's the way the chanting looks like. That kind of ecstasy, kind of realization. Where do you get that? Where do you see that in Narayan Raj group? I don't see it anywhere. You see, I didn't see that in Radhakund. I checked them all out, man. I was a spy looking, where's this better thing they're all promising? Yeah. So anyway, you goody be encouraged. You may not like this. You guys have faith in astrologies and tarots and all that. But I say, just stick it out. I'm gonna show you something better. It'll take your sorrows away. They'll take your lamentations away. Take your desire to check out or whatever. You'll have something very inspiring to live for and to give to the world that nobody else can give. But you, because now you went beyond the planets. Trust your guide, man. Think of Gaur Haridas like, oh, another hat, shaman. You go on a trip, right? You go on a trip, your ayahuasca trips, your LSD. You have a shaman, right? The shaman. You think the ayahuasca shamans are anything? They're nothing compared to what's going on. You come on this trip. Gohari has got his shaman hat here on. I'll take you on a trip you'll never come back on. Oh, you're coming down from this ayahuasca all the time. Oh, we had a nice thing, and then sometimes a terrible thing. And I'm down, and I got to take more, and then I can't take it anymore because my body's getting burned out on the drugs. Come here, I'm going to take you on a trip you're never going to come down on. Ask Lilith, ask Johan. Have they coming down? Their proof is in the pudding. They haven't coming down on their trip. This trip is permanent. They don't even have to leave their body. They can stay right here in their body and show you the spiritual world. They're channels for something higher than the planetary system, the demigods and the goddesses of Sarasvatis and all of these, demigods thing. We got the real God, the eternal Lord, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the Son of Mother Yashoda. and Sachi Devi. We got that Lord. So I'm sorry to make you good persons distressed today. I know, and you should be. I mean, if you're feeling it, if you feel I'm gonna go away, this guy, he's giving me pain, poo-pooing all my good gurus and my good path and my good deeds, and well, I just gotta it's gonna be that's the purification, man. That's the fire, man. Stick it out, man. You're gonna start feeling that burning, that path, and that faith in stuff. You got to have a higher perspective. You got to see something better, experience something better. You have that possibility. Otherwise, I don't see it. Show me where anybody's teaching something better than just being good. Some people teach, liberation. Oh, just be liberated. Where's the service where's the tasting of the Lord's name? Not there either. You know? Oh, service? Why be a servant? You can become God. You can become one with God. Why do you need to be a servant? See, inconclusive. Even liberation is inconclusive. Only part of the truth. Yeah. What is this realization is topmost, man? Oh, hey, man. Lord Caitanya is giving us this gift through this Sangha here. Oh, yeah, you can taste the transcendental Lord's name in ecstasy. You can do pure devotional service, prema sankirtan. And you do that forever. No, no, just not try to have the illusion of being God. No, you taste the Lord's presence and be increasingly enlivened and develop this relationship with the Lord and be friends with the Lord forever and ever. Don't we like friends in this world? What is in liberation? You're going to be liberated from friendship. They think, oh, all friends in the world, they end up turning on you, right? Oh, yeah, all my spouses, they end up, not doing the right thing for me. They're not perfect. Nothing's perfect. So, yes, it's liberation. I want to go for liberation. And you think, now I've got it, man. No more friends. That's illusion, man. No more talking. That's illusion. I'm going to go into the silence, right? Is that full realization? No. It's only part of the truth. You go into silence of the world and you go and belt out the absolute eternal truth into the world. See, you use your voice to speak about Krishna, to chant his holy name in ecstasy, to bring forth the transcendental Lord, to bring forth and show Radha, the devotional energy and potency in the world. See? You go silent in the world, but not silent. What the hell did God give you a voice for? To shut up? No, just to understand the full truth, man. The voice is to be used for chanting the holy names of the Lord and tasting this nectar publicly and liberating the world like we do. Look at you guys. Become liberated from this personal example of preaching the word. Ooh, Lalita's looking drunk. Let's check her out. Let's see what this looks like here. Let's see what this looks like. It's a little too far away. You need a little close up here. Yeah, let's see here. No, that one did the wrong thing. Here. Let's try this again here. There we go. Yeah, let's check that out. You're looking a little drunk. Would you take some drugs today? So did they smoke a little weed or what?
the name Kurashima is still working.
The name is an amazing name, huh? How'd you like to do? Yeah, go
I
ahead. Go
just switched the page and I saw it again, and whoops, I was gone again.
ahead. Yeah. Amazing, huh? Amazing grace. Yeah. Yeah. Phew. You are this life and soul of Gadadhar Pandit. See, knowing Lord Chaitanya is the life and soul. So you got to know who he is and what he is, and that's this. He's this Satchitananda. He's the Ananda, the ecstasy, and he's the knowledge that comes from that ecstasy. He's the Bhakti Vedanta. See, the Bhakti Vedanta, you got to find flesh, the real one, not the word one, the one that gets the ceremonial Bhakti Vedanta. Yeah, that's all people get is ceremony. The ones that, oh, we made this Bhakti Vedanta. We put a nice fire to them, in the fire sacrifice, put the thread around them and the nice orange dhoti, gave him a big stick. He's now Bhakti Vedanta. No, but the true nature of the Bhakti Vedanta. See, their Vedanta comes from Bhakti. See, and that if you prove that to the Lord when you come to a real sadhu sangha where you see real bhakti, real ecstasy, and then you hear the Vedanta that comes from that, and you go, very good, sadhu, sadhu, very good. I like hearing this Vedanta. This is enlivening my soul. See, now you found Lord Caitanya. See, that's the gift of the devotees. They give you real bhakti Vedanta. See, real bhakti and real Vedanta, which begins to awaken in your heart. Go on listening. Jesus taught the truth. He said, go on listening when they saw the people enlivened hearing from him. Go on listening, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. That's the gardener, man. You got to get to the true vine, the real devotee, the real spiritual master, the real associate of the Lord. That is the true vine. Okay? Then they activates the gardener, who is Lord Chaitanya, Krishna, the real form of the Lord. See, and then you feel that shade, man, because you're awakening, you're getting the shade now. Now you know who God is and what He is. Okay? Now you're delivered, man, because you start to get the ecstatic feelings. You start to cry, you start to laugh, you start to choke up. See, you got to trust the process, follow the real word made flesh. The word of God means you got to find this book made flesh, and you've got the formula because you got this book, Prabhupada's books, and you got these gurus don't represent it yet. They're still in process. This is not offensive. This is just the truth. There ain't one of those gurus, not one of those gurus have shown me personally that they've realized this Bhagavatam, that they've realized, not even one. Not even Narayan Raj impressed me. And all you people, you go and look at Gauri, he doesn't believe in it. Well, look at you, man. You're not ecstatic. What kind of authority are you on Narayan Raj? You're a guru or Prabhupada or Bhakti Siddhanta. And look at you. Where is your ecstatic worship, man? How deep are you manifesting prema? I don't see any. So what do you know about Narayan Raj? Your own gurus. What do you know about Prabhupada? You don't even manifest Satchitananda. You don't even know what it looks like. And they're telling you prema, prema, radhe, radhe, and you don't even know what it is. We show you what it is and teach you what it is. And if you don't accept this authority, well, you don't get it. Go and follow the many lifetime prema path before you'll get the prema. Go ahead, man. What's it to me, man? I'll just stick with those who are attracted to the real path and the quick path. Just give me a few more Amy's coming from the world. Anybody can make it here, man. You can be in the world, and you could be a dacoy, you could be a Bill Gates, you could be a bottom, you can be a murderer, and if you come here, you'll change. You'll be a son of God. See, the son of the real force of the Lord. You will give the real shade of the Lord to the world. Otherwise, go to the Vites and go follow a few more lifetimes of doing your ceremonies and rules of religion and all that. I've abandoned religion and my followers abandon religion, just like they forget about it. It's like, yeah, ask the last Ekadasi that Johann used to follow religiously every one and chant his 25 rounds. Ask him if he even remembers when Ekadasi is. What, you don't want such a path that makes it easy for you? Well, go fast some more. Go out there, spend more lifetimes and more years until you understand the value of a real diamond, man. Real jewels and stuff. That's what we got here. Jewel like devotees like Lalita and River and Tom. Oh, everybody coming is a jewel. Yeah, taking their guidelines, even in religion, from their big pharma. Those who have, that's called material and motivated religion, those who are building temples to get some of the money for it. Only because you cannot attain this platform that we have on your own strength, on your own sadness. You need the mercy of Lord Caitanya coming through this Sangha and these devotees here. And we've proven it already. We have the grace of Lord Caitanya. What? You don't know what that is? Well, keep coming here and you'll know. You'll see it, man. When you read these books, you'll say, my God, it's made flesh here. The book is in flesh, man. It's fleshy. It's got a real body. Body has flesh, right? Flesh on it. Man, now the Bhagavatam is made flesh. It's got embodied, man. It's in the body of the devotees here. Oh my God. What an opportunity. And people wonder why I'm so intense. Well, man, it's intense what's happening here, man. The whole world can shift. We can do what the demons and the demigods can't do. They can't transform. All they can do is fight each other. They spend all their days and times fighting each other. I'm fighting for both camps. Yeah, that's Bhagavatam, right? Highest truth. Distinguish reality from illusion. For who? For good people? For the welfare of everyone. That's this truth. Everyone can take it. Everyone. Who will accept it? That's all you have to do is accept it. Like what's his name? Shim says. Yeah, I guess it's just about acceptance. That's it, man. You come to Sadhu Sangha and just accept this conception. This exception is true chit understanding. Accept this ecstasy. This is true ananda of God. And when you accept it in, it starts transforming you, changing you spontaneously without you having to do much of anything but to sit on your can here. Get some ass, what do you call blisters? Just get a few blisters on your ass. That's very good. Maria can use a pillow over there. I see she popped in. Maria, you could use a pillow because she got a bony butt, she says. She says, I don't believe it. You can sit on pillows. Mode of goody goods with a drop of duplicity. Yeah, see, that's alloyed devotional service, mixed. See, with alloys. You ever see? You know what they do that with money? Money is supposed to be a store of wealth, right? It's supposed to be valuable. So at first, when money, well, not at first, but in the time when they thought, well, gold and silver, because it's pure, according to material standards anyway, right? So we'll use that. Gold's pure, right? And silver, pure silver, 99.9% pure gold and silver is valuable to the world, right? But then they started to debase it. Why? Corruption. They start mixing things in there, mixing alloys, and it gets less and less valuable. That's bhakti. See, debasing pure bhakti. You that pure bhakti is this wealth. It's the real current of life. See, you debase it when you mix it in with materially motivated religion. That's what happens. The acharyas come here, like Lord Caitanya and his associates, and they did pure prema worship, which is being revived again now. See? Yeah, there's no alloys in it. They just love by their nature God. It was so wonderful to be with the Lord, just like Vrindavan. They reanimated Vrindavan again, like we're doing here. And this is it, man. This pure worship. We're not, no alloys. No, we're not doing this because we have to or we're supposed to. We really don't want to because we don't have much taste. But the Guru Dev and the books say we should. Otherwise, you're going to go to hell, and all that stuff. That's not mixed into our worship, is it? We doing this because Krishna is adorable. Radha is so ecstatic. We can feel it, and she's so ecstatic. It's just, and we so much welcome her ecstasy through the devotees. We go, not like this is what devotees are doing at this neophyte bhaktas. Go like this to Radha. Here we're presenting Radha, and they're going like this, and we're going, hey man, whoo, right? And the devotees going, yeah, here, take some of this, man. And the other devotees are like fighting Radharani, and they don't know. And then it's all where they turn their back. Oh, Radhi over there. No, that ain't Radhi. Radhi's here. Welcome her, man. See, those who welcome the devotees, the real ones, with real bhakti, Satchidananda type devotees. That's here on this planet again. Ta-da! The greatest show on earth is manifesting again on the stage of the world. New Mayapur. I don't have to spend all that money to build that heavy temple that's sinking. They built it in a floodplain. You God dummies. You can't even see, they built. And that's what it's going to do. Unless you rise to this preaching, this is the will of Prabhupada and the will of God, is that this preaching rise. Otherwise, it's going to sink. And all that change under the weight. You ever see these people trying to save themselves and a big disaster is coming? Big disaster is coming, man. Big, and they're trying to save themselves. Well, let's get more wealth. They got a change room in this Mayapur, where you know how Indians are. They got millions coming through that temple, and they're dropping all the change, and they got a whole big, huge warehouse full of change. And it gets bigger. And they think this is going to save us. All this change, all this heavy weight, tons of change. Chunk change, man. Look at us. We carry the new Mayapur. Look how light it is. So light, man. And there's so much more benefit. They come in there, get eye exercise, looking at the deity. The big deity takes more exercise. Their eyes are getting very strong. Up and then down. And every year, a bigger deity. Up and down. Very strong eyes. Still can't see anything. But sure, man, they get the good workout up and down. Didn't Bhakti say that? He said it, man. They were doing that. Nobody would be listening to him. He was thinking, boy, great eye exercise. Same thing here. The people, they go, oh, I'm sorry, don't have any time to go to your class, man. We got to go and see the deity and get the eye exercise. No ear exercise. We don't want that's too easy, man. We got to do some workout with the eyes. Did you get any did the deity talk to you? No, just kind of stood there like, yeah, did you get any mercy? Yeah, well, I don't, well, actually, I don't know. I just was looking, the deity is going like this. But yeah. So do you hear anything that was different? Any revelations? I only saw this. Did the deity move? Well, no. I mean, it's just a statue, isn't it? Oh, but it's not a statue. Okay? People don't understand these things. It's all taught in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The devotees came into Mayapur. No, into Puri. They were followers of Lord Chaitanya, followers of the living life in the world. living life manifested. Where did they go? Did they go to the deity first? You're supposed to go. You come into Puri, you're supposed to go according to the rules and regulations. You let's say that for the neophytes, especially for the neophytes, you go to the deity, and then you go and do take prasadam or whatever it is later. But as soon as they entered Puri, where did they go? To the living Jagannath, the one alive that could speak to them, that could break their bonds of ignorance. Otherwise, very slow. Oh, I'll just go see Lord Jagannath, or I go see Radha and Krishna, and you see that they're not speaking to you these kind of words. It's passive, very slow purification. I'll take my bath. Is the river Yamuna speaking to you? Not unless you're advanced. You have to be advanced devotee. So how do you get advanced? Go to the living life in the world when they're here, because they're very rare to find somebody like Jesus, like Prabhupada, like Rupa Goswami, like Krishna Das Kavirya, like all the associates. Well, I find one now, you're lucky. And you guys have good luck. Can you tell people, can you tell my followers have good luck? I just asked the question. I'll let you decide. Can anybody, does Krishna give them a little intelligence to see that my real followers who are taking this seriously are very lucky? I don't prove my points. My Lord proves my things. I just, I was amazed. This Maria just comes and she says, "Oh, Lord Chaitanya appeared when you appeared." Well, that's how it worked. And I look at what did I do? I just came, and then Lord Chaitanya came. Where do you see that miracle? Is there anywhere? I mean, it's not like I just, we just connected and welcomed the devotee. And what happened? Oh, you welcome my devotee, my real associate. Oh, well, let me show myself to you. Well, what did I do? All I did was show up. But what is the Lord? You do. I just do what the Lord does. I just show up and he shows up. He just shows up. That's how it is. When he shows up to the devotee, oh, everything is there. Oh, the party begins. So how do people in general? Well, you go to the deity and he's sort of showing up, but it's kind of slow. But when you see a living devotee here and you welcome them, where the Lord is, that's the active deity in action, man. It's a battle of Kurukshetra again. What kind of battle is that deity fighting in the temple? Something. You go there, you get slowly, you make some purification. What kind of battle are these gurus doing in your life? They're kind of like, well, they're kind of alloyed. They haven't attained this. They don't see the value of the real deity that's worshipped. Here we have the prema worship, man. The prema deity comes. The prema preaching comes. And they're kind of like, well, that's kind of a threat to our thing, because how can we be gurus if, if your kind of preaching comes here, we'll lose they're thinking that. But they don't know that they'll gain real followers, like I get real followers who go through real spiritual change here. See, 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 see. Oh, Maria. So I'm so happy that she's coming here. It's great. You stick with us here, Maria, and you're going to be so happy. She knows about processing too. This is the Lord sends us. She knows got to go through processing. It happens, Yeah, I like when see that. I'm very happy when people know what they're coming and that what they got to go through a little bit. That's a good candidate for this. Not somebody who comes and says, "Oh, okay, we'll come," and then they get you start. It starts heating up here, and they're challenged with the conception here challenges your misconception, and you think, "Oh, I don't know, I'm going to hold on to my misconception and go and be a Meena and a Mahavirya and my ex-wife." See, they just didn't get it yet. I'm still working on them. This is how I work on it. get their attention. Maybe somebody will say, "Hey, Gohari talked about you. You should see, man." We didn't get very far, did we? Or maybe we did. Yeah. So be merciful to me. Okay, you are the life and soul of Gadadhar Pandit. Be merciful to me so that my mind may remain fixed at your lotus feet. So a lot of people are doing that. Oh, Lord Chaitanya, be merciful to me so that my mind may be fixed at your. And then a devotee comes to you, a rare devotee of Lord Chaitanya comes to you. And you're praying, oh, may my Lord, may Lord Chaitanya, I'm reading the prayer, may the Lord Chaitanya, my mind be fixed at your lotus feet. And the devotee comes to you. And then you don't even recognize him or you don't understand. And you go away from the devotee. And then you keep praying, oh, may the Lord may you be merciful to me. Well, that's how he's merciful to you. When you can recognize where his devotee is, there you go. That mercy is forthcoming for you. That Lord will be merciful to you because his mercy follows his devotee's mercy. See, by the mercy of the Lord, when Krishna, God, you may not even know exactly who God is and how he exists and everything, but if he sees in your heart that you're a good candidate, that you will listen to his devotee, then he'll send you to the real guru. And by the mercy of the guru, you'll get the full the full truth, the absolute truth. See? And then you stick with them both. You say, oh, he's my, you got to be just like these scriptures. Otherwise, you're off the path. And people fall off the path. They come here, they get some value, they maybe even become ecstatic. And then they become inconclusive, they go away. It's not like, like Lalita, you could see her and Johan. He is my Lord, this bona fide spiritual master. You got to become the verse. You got to be the singer, man. You got to be my guru if they're the real one. And these others, they're not your Lord birth after birth. They haven't even made it to find their Lord yet. They still need shiksha. But you have. And if you're lucky, you get the realization yes, my guru is my Lord birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. Oh, really? Well, does it emanate from Radhanath or Jayapataka? Have you seen it? Have you seen the qualities? There are no shows. See, they're still in progress. They need this kind of preaching if they can get it. By his word, ignorance is destroyed. All my misconceptions are destroyed. He brought me to the next platform of devotional service. I would never have been able to do it on my own. Thank God that the Lord came to me as his devotee to deliver me. See, you become conclusive. Otherwise, those who go, those who get a little ecstatic and then they go and they stop following the order. Make friends with the devotees. Stay here regularly. Stay with your family. It's safe here. It's unsafe out there. No, I don't believe that I'm going to go out there. See? You're inconclusive. I don't care how much a little ecstasy you got. You're inconclusive and you're not a proper teacher. That's why those who leave like that, I tell even Tom, I said, they're a little bit off, so watch out. They're inconclusive. Their mind is not clean yet. They don't believe in their guru's order. This to me is instruction, man. They're just one of those, they come here to get a little ecstasy. Oh, now I know everything about Krishna. Yeah, Krishna and Krishna is leading me to go away. No, that's your illusion, man. You're foolish. You're a fool still, thinking you're very smart. You don't see Amy going away, do you? She's got it clear. See, therefore she goes up and up and up, deeper, deeper, deeper. Yeah, you don't see Janaki go. How many people? You don't see Govinda. You don't see any of the staunch devotees here. This is your witness, man. They just go deeper, deeper, deeper in this, get more and more solid, become a better, better preacher of this real Krishna consciousness by their example of the verse. From my guru, ecstatic prema emanates. They got such a guru. By his word, all my ignorance is destroyed. They got such a guru. He is my Lord, birth after birth, and they don't go away. Now you're a preacher of Krishna consciousness. Now you're Guru Dev. Now you will awaken bhakti in others. What I have done myself, ye shall do greater things than I. See, the preaching's always like that. Now, fast forward this, anybody there that gets, they, my shouts, if they get so intense, sorry, got to be like Lord Caitanya. You may not know him, but, he's like that. He roars sometimes. You got to get the wind. It's like an orchestra, dun 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 dun. Then it calms down a little bit. Then it's dun 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 dun, and people, they're like, there's gets activity, action, excitement, thrill, Sometimes a little too thrilling here for people. You have to gradually, just fast forward a little bit. There's a lot of calmer parts here. Some people like the storm. You like the storm, Lolita? Let's ask some questions. Yeah, you give it to you here. Let's see. Lolita, do you like the storm? Okay.
I love the storm. I don't want to suppress the Lord, Guru Maharaj. Not when he's inside of me, and especially not when he's inside of you. Then I will encourage you.
You do too. How about you, River? Let's see. How about you, River? Do you?
The shouting isn't shouting to me. It's just absolute truth. It just works so well. It just moves so wonderfully, and it does shake us. It creates that movement that does shake us through whatever we need to go through. It's not shouting at all to me. It's just normal. It's just how it is. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I like everything that I hear and that I receive.
It's Gorasima.
I love it. I mean, it's needed. It's like you say, you go up and the music goes up to that point, and then it just comes down again. And it's movement.
Crescendo, yeah.
Yeah, it's real movement. It's wonderful. It's moving with you, connected. Thank you.
Yeah. So why just speak the word Gorshima? Why not show Gorshima, man? Now isn't it better to show? It's like, Arjuna asked, or Krishna asked Arjuna, what do you want to see? Would you like to see my glories, or would you like to hear my glory? I mean, just hear about my glories. Would you like to see them or hear about them? And Arjuna says, well, hey man, let's see this universal form, man. Yeah, of course. Let's see it. Yeah. So you get both. You get to see and you get to hear. See, you get to see the lion-like qualities, and you get to hear them. See, and then you get. It's just like when I read the pastimes, and Lalita reads the pastimes. See, you get to see them by hearing. See, you're hearing those pastimes, chanting them, and then you're tasting them and experiencing them, even though the gopis saw them. See, they saw that, and they also heard from their associates. So we're doing the same thing by mantra. Just by hearing and getting purified the hearing, you can experience these pastimes like the gopis did, and like the residents of Vrindavan. This is our process here. It's all you have to do is just follow the process, and I just teach it. The book is teaching. I tell you what's in the book. By regular classes in this Bhagavat, man, this knowledge. See, and by service to the devotee, you start with hearing. And all that's troublesome to your heart. That's all your misconceptions, all your ideas about even the mode of goodness and everything. I mean, I just ask you the question: how good has the mode of goodness served you? Maybe good to that point, But is it perfect? Are you free of depression? Are you free of things not just working out beautifully in your life? Are you a goddess of fortune yet? I mean, people come here, you become goddesses of fortune, and you can see people are being fortunate, whether their body is whatever it is, they're still goddesses of fortune. Look at River and Lolita. They have, their body, and Johan, they're always kind of sickly, bodily, physically, but look at their faces. Does that hinder their transcendental happiness? Look at those guys. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff you get. Most people, their bodies. Oh, I mean, River has intense pains sometimes, and this is, and I say, well, look, it's got you here, man. So Krishna will let it go when when it's proper. Like when you're ready, not when I want it to happen for you. When it's ready, because everything that's happening for you is perfect. Like I told Maria, she kept saying, "Oh, no, don't worry, just relax, take it easy." You know, you're you're trying your best. I mean, she's trying her best. I see every day she's looking for a job. It's just not where. Don't Lord Chaitanya. This Lord Chaitanya is doing something here. Let's see what it is. When all you can do is the best you can, right? It says, oh yeah, River, mute your mic. Is that River?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
it's good. It's a lot of energy, huh? Yeah, all you can do is the best you can. I've been watching Marie. She's doing the best she can. Look at the guy. She had so micro strokes. The doctor said it is a miracle you're alive, and it's that miracle so she can come here. I know it. She knows. She's learning it more. With Lord Chaitanya appearing. This is great mercy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see. She tries to always do the proper thing and everything. It's because of that her being, her goodness has brought her here. Very serious about it. She doesn't want her to fly. This has moved the Lord to bring her to something even more grand and more amazing. It's going to take all her sorrows away, all her unhappiness, and everybody else like that. She'll preach to the people in the mode of goodness. you know, and show them a better reality where it all goes. This is called pure goodness. Hey, Maria and Sachi and everybody else, you stick with us. We're going to take you a place called pure goodness. There's no fault in it. It's amazing. You're going to love this. It's just like what you're doing now without the faults, without the sorrows, without the depressions. You're going to love this place. Trust this word. Just keep coming. You'll see this word is worthy of being trusted. Why? Because we're examples of that place. We're here to encourage everybody. It's a revolution in consciousness. Literally, it's a change. It's like the worm or the caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Here you experience the butterfly effect. See, be merciful to me, so my mind may remain fixed at your lotus feet. See, so okay, I'm going to read this again. We only did one short paragraph. It's so full of truth bombs. You are the life and soul of Gadadhar Pandit. Be merciful to me, so that my mind may be fixed at your lotus feet. See? And so that's how you do it. You find the devotee whose mind is fixed at the lotus feet of the true transcendental Lord, the one who has that transcendental shade. And then you learn how to fix your mind also like them and be like them. It's win-win here. There is no Fauci here, no Bill Gates here, no Radhanath here, no Jai Pataka, where they're the only ones and you'll never be like them. You're with somebody that is win-win, man. I've won. And you're going to be winners too when you get it also. And Win-win here. This is the best place for the win-win. You have coming here and becoming fixed here because of intelligence. You've won the lottery 1,000,000 times over. You got the most valuable jewel that Jesus, what are you going to go to the Christian? Oh, yeah, a pearl of great price. Yeah, you come here, you'll see, you'll feel, you'll taste, you'll experience that pearl of great price, which is the Lord Himself, and your intimate relationship with Him in pure goodness. Maria, you're going to love this. Ooh. I know you like good. You like to do the proper thing. This is the proper of all proper things. You found that place. Sachi and all you good persons out there. Maria saw Sachi's statement there yesterday. Sachi sent her a message and she says, "Oh, she's a good person." See, they good people. They like to relate. They're the good person, the ones that they don't want her to fly. And you should see Sachi. She if there's an ant, she'll protect it. Put a little mound around it. And a cockroach, they'll sweep it out. And yeah. Properness, yes, properness. This is, hey Maria, this is the this is the properness of all properness here. You're gonna be astounded, man. This is gonna really put a smile on your face. That's her. It's always like this when I go, and even good people like her. I come to the door and I look at their faces, and so Maria, a lot, not all the time, but a lot of times they come. There's a big sad look, I'm thinking, I said, this lady's going to be a. See, Dookie was like that, and then she started serving Lord Caitanya and the devotees, right? And she was Dookie. Oh, it kind of has sad. Dookie means sad. Just kind of sad look, like a whipped dog. And so, just by this contact, this service, and association, she became Shuki, eternally happy. So that'll happen to everybody here. That's has a kind of sad look. Even if you're good, you find even that proper path can't take the full sadness away. But this will. That's how Lord Chaitanya will get you. This is how when you're ready, you'll see, you're ready. You got it. See, He's taken my sadness away eternally. All my sorrows finished. Let me tell you a story for you good people. There's a story in the saints of India. It's about this lady. She just kept having these sorrowful things happen to her, like to do with children. Her child would her grandchild died, and then another grandchild died, and she was so sorrowful, so sad. Another grandchild died, and sorrowful, and then her son died, and then her daughter died, and sad and sad and sad and just sad. Just one sad mellow afternoon. She couldn't get out of it, didn't know how to get out of it. This sadness, a life of sad, because when things that you're attached to go, you become sad. It is more sad, because you lose something. It's lamentation and all that, sad. And then the good fortune is she happened to meet these sages, and they saw this lady, sad lady, and she says, my everything is just so much misfortune. I'm just so sad. And they looked at her and said, yeah, well, you're living in a world of sorrows. So they gave her the medicine. They said, well, you really attach to your sons and grandsons and daughters and everything. Make a deity of Gopal and fuss over this like you did your grandsons. Just fuss over him, Just go and take care of his needs and all this stuff, and talk to him. Go when you go to the bathroom, go talk to Lord Chaitanya, like that kind of stuff. Just fuss over the. And so she did that, and gradually, and actually very quickly, all of a sudden, she started to love that deity. Literally, like she started to love that deity more than she loved her grandsons. Oh, I think she had a few pets too. She had a goldfish, maybe, and maybe a dog or a cat. Then she started to love that deity more than anything in her life. And all of a sudden, she noticed, where's the sadness? That my love for my grandchild and my sons and daughters didn't take my sadness away, my unhappiness. But man, loving this child, my God, I feel so always enlivened, ever fresh enlivenment to serve this Gopal. This child is different, increasing happiness. Wow, I never got this serving my child and children and grandchildren and stuff and the worldly things. See, that's the difference between the shade of Krishna's spiritual form and the shade, see, the dark, the dim, the shade of Krishna's material form, which is in the form of the world, the worldly bodies. See, the bodies, you get that shade, and it basically dims down the real truth deeply in you, puts a shade over it. So we're here to uncover it. And then you can still have your dogs and like, look, I love, this dog. I have better relationship with the dog of what's her name, with Maria's dog, or any dog, cats, Sachi's cat, no problem. But I'm not like, it doesn't, it's not controlling me. Like these people, Sachi, until, and Maria also, until you're elevated to pure goodness, those animals and people and all that, they're controlling you a bit. I mean, that's what I see. And you want to be free of that control? Just hang out here. I mean, automatically you'll be free, and then they won't be able to control you. You'll lift them, your dogs and cats, up to the spiritual platform. I'm just telling you the truth. Things that nobody. Yeah, Luna. See, you'll lift them up to a higher level. Otherwise, you're bonded, even in goodness, to be good, and but there's still control. You're still, the dog is controlling you more, or the cat. See, and that's, see. So you got to switch that, where the Lord is in control. Okay? And then everything in the world, you move through this world and you do everything properly. I mean, really properly, perfectly. I mean, in the way that doesn't facilitate material attachment. So anyway, that's something you'll see. Just automatically, you get this. Otherwise, I see. Oh, look, the dogs and cats are controlling some of my students. So I'm here to free you from that. That's the work. And children and all of that. Look, look at Lalita and Janaki. They have grandchildren, but they're not controlled by them. They're more free because they're in Krishna, transcendentally. They have the shade of Krishna's lotus feet. Therefore, they can, they come in with the grandchildren and their, whatever they got in their lives, and it's okay, no problem. Krishna's not. It's not a forced renunciation here. You don't have to. That once you're a real devotee, well, you just can live your life naturally. You have dogs, you have cats, you have husbands, wives, children, grandchildren. So what? You know what's real. Your destination is eternal. You don't come back here because you have transcendental symptoms. Yeah, look at River. She's ecstatic now. Even her, husband going through stuff, she can help him. It doesn't pull her down now. She's actually is willing to help, tested her and pushed her, and helped her in ways. And now she can really help him, and she is. You see, that's pulling him up. She's not being taken down. It's like he can't get out of it now. Before he could get away. Now he can't get away. She can't pull her down. So she's winning. Well, it's actually Krishna's winning through her, winning his soul. He's pulling them up. See, he used to be able to take her down a notch or two, but now she's pulling him up a notch or two. Everything switches here. You notice? You'll see your families and your dogs, your cats, you'll pull them up naturally. Ah, this is a mouthful today, huh? Was this a good class, you think? Yeah. You guys are hard to impress. Every day we got to come up with a better class, man. How can I? This is you put a lot of what do you call what do you call it? Performance stress on me.
It
Luckily, I
was not as good as the one of tomorrow, Guru Maharaj. I'm sorry.
see a lot of performance stress. So that's why I have to come in there and get the grace, man. Without the grace, nothing happens right. Ah, let's take a deep breath, everybody, because I have to. The Grace Squad. No, that's not conclusive, Govinda. This is the Grace Squash. We make squash. This Grace makes squash of everything. We cook everything down. You know how squash is very hard, right? You ever have a raw squash? You ever eat raw squash? No, you got to cook it down and get nice and soft. See, this is the Grace. This Grace cooks it down. You're all the squash here. We're all the squash. And the Lord is His grace cooks it down. It's nice and soft. So it's tasty. Lots of spices are put on it. The mellows, spice on it. Nice spicy, sweet and sour squash. And that's why you may feel squashed. This grace is so heavy. No, I have so much faith in being a goodie, in being good. Squashing my this give me pain. Squash. Oh, I'm being squashed. Yes, you are. You're going to turn into a nice, soft, tasty morsel in the mouth of the Lord. You'll be chewing the Lord. He'll be chewing you, and everything is wonderful. Squash for the souls. They want to eat this tasty, that's why you gotta, this is the Kihil Gibran poem, man. If love finds you worthy, it will lift you up to and caress your tenderest, uh, what do you call leaves that are fluttering in the wind. And it'll descend to your roots and shake them. They're clinging to the mode of goodness, clinging to the ground. See, it's still grounding you, that stuff, all these modes, man. Shake your grin, you're clinging to the modes of nature, goodness, passion, or ignorance. Don't we do the shake up here? Do the shake. Come on, baby, do the shake. Come here and you'll shake. See, so if you don't, this is like a threshing floor. Love will thresh you. See, this is the poem. I love that poem. I would love that poem. I'll read it again sometime. It's exactly what happens here. See? And if you do not want to experience love's threshing floor, see, threshing you, the caressing your wings and shaking you, you're clinging to the earth and the good, all these modes that you believed in, conditioned by, have been jerked around by, pushed by, believed in. Shh, come here, we'll shake it, man. Shake the dirt off the roots, man. See? When the dirt is off, what happens? We transplant you, those roots, into the shade of Krishna's lotus feet, man. and it starts to grow from that soil. See, now, see, we don't save the soil here, that soil material. So we give the soil here. This is the soil. And we take your little plant and put it in this soil. And then it starts to grow a new plant of love of Krishna, love of God. These classes again very poetic. Always wanted to be a poet, a songwriter. Yeah, so
You
that's,
wrote nice poems, Guru Maharaj. I've read some of you.
oh yeah? Sachi
Yeah.
must have sent them, huh?
Or maybe in the past you sent them yourself, a few. They were
Oh yeah, yeah,
very deep
yeah,
and
yeah,
very
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah. When I go to Mayapur and Vrindavan, it's usually when I start writing. Yeah. Here it's more of a speaking. This year we're doing the speaking thing, speaking engagements. lot of touring, isn't it? I love this touring thing. I got a nice little apartment, with balcony, overlooking the ocean. Cheap price too. I can't believe it. Don't tell everybody out here, man. Maria knows people like to find an apartment like I got. She can't believe it. She says, "You must have Lord Chaitanya's grace. You can't find apartments like that, for that kind of." She comes here. She gets really just. She's come. Oh, this would be perfect for me if they would only accept the dog. They won't accept any dog. Yeah, I mean, Krishna. I mean, that's what everybody coming here. You'll be a goddess and goddesses of fortune. With that, whatever you do, you'll feel it. Whatever you're led to do. You might be a nursey type. You might be a real estate person. Whatever you do, it'll just be wonderful and beautiful. Speaking of that, let me check my crypto thing. Got to keep an eye on business sometimes, right? I'm telling you, if this goes up, I'm gonna give gifts, man. You all get Bitcoin. Well, I'm gonna send you Bitcoin, man. I just want it. When it goes up, I just want to. I want to. To me, my profit. I just want to just share it with my friends, man. Yeah. Why not? I think this is a practical thing. I just love this. I love these things. This crypto thing. But you got to be. Oh, if you don't be very, very careful. Maybe not even get into it. It's could be dangerous waters. But if you just get Bitcoin, especially now, or you listen to, you ask me, and I'll tell you what to do, and it'll be okay. But don't do this on your own. Very tricky, but very beautiful in a way. Okay, all right, we're doing it. We're okay. Yeah, the ultimate Bitcoin is Krishna. The ultimate store of value, the ultimate gold, Bitcoin, whatever you think is valuable, is the Lord. This is what you'll find out here. This is ever fresh life, ever fresh happiness, ever fresh valuable on all levels. You know, and ever fresh in all ways. Look at the relationships. Relationships are important. Look at the relationships we have here. This is why I look at advancement. It says, it's just like Krishna says, you will show that you are my disciples by how much you love each other. And I'm seeing people making great advancement like this. You're not, you're starting to love each other unconditionally as you are. You're not looking at each other's fault. You're getting through the fighting phase. Okay? And that's what I'm looking at, because the more you do, the more you'll see, oh God, you'll see like the Lord sees. Oh, I just like this devotee because I just like to be with them. I'm choosing this devotee, and that the Lord has chosen Lalita. The Lord has chosen River. The Lord is choosing Tom. Lord is choosing all you devotees, Sachi Devi, Maria, Amy, and you will like them simply because the Lord chose them. You won't be like, oh, they got this fault, that fault. See? That's advancement. That's what you're going to get here. You're going to look like the Lord looks. More and more and more and more. Karuna, he's this. You'll look like him. You'll look like the Lord does. Hey, look, he's coming here, man. He, in his heart, yeah, he's kind of a strange guy sometimes, but he's advancing a lot now. You know, anybody who just comes here is glorious. No matter, we don't have to look at their faults. I may look at them because I'm the teacher, right? I have to do certain things here. But many of you, just don't give up on anybody. So the ultimate wealth is this love of Krishna. People here are getting the realization of Sanatan Goswami, same level, which is amazing. All glories to the holy name, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. All glories to the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It is the greatest treasure of my life. It's freed me from even Vaidhi Bhakti. That's what he said right there in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He's freed me from having to do the hard work of deity worship because now it's easy deity worship. I just chant the holy name in ecstasy. And the Lord is pleased. I feel the pleasure of the Lord, and it is fantastic. And everything is fulfilled in the pleasure of the Lord. That is what Jesus said. The fulfillment of the Lord is love of God. The greatest commandment that you can't get on your own command. You come here and believe in this preaching from intelligently. You get the commandment of the Lord. He'll command that love of God upon you. And it'll be spontaneous. The grace of Krishna and Guru. And never forget either one. If you want the kind of wealth that we have, right, Lalita and River? Bhaktitam, I see that everyone coming here represents various phases. Yeah, various phases. And you're all important in that sense. Just by on a train has many cars, right? One behind the other, maybe. But they're all on the same track and the same train. They're all going to get to the same destination when the train enters Vrindavan completely. And you're a part of that train. It's all in Vrindavan, isn't it? The whole train is in Vrindavan. You all arrived at the same station. So the main thing, everybody, can you hear the choo-choo, all aboard? The train is here. Honk. See, Chaitanya, everything is starting to apply to what is going on here. Everything I read is like Chaitanya is now fully engaged in performing his wonderful pastimes with all his associates. He's coming more like that. More and more fully engaged in his pastimes here again. People must see that. See, so they can be attracted to the real path, the narrow path. You see how narrow this path is? How many times does Lord Caitanya perform his pastimes here? This is a revival of that. And if there's a revival of that, what is that? That is prema bhakti, man. Prema sankirtan, the gift of prema given upon the world again. That's big stuff, man. That's a big show. And it's here again. An extravaganza, a Hollywood blockbuster. We're busting the blocks of Maya, man. smashing, crashing the market. See, we're crashing the market. People buying and selling bullshit things that don't mean anything. We're crashing the market, man. Yeah. Oh, you think you, Bill Gates, you Fauci's, you Soros, all you guys, you globalists, you think you're crashing the market? My Lord is crashing the market. He's got a better product, man. You're just servants. You're just servants of my Lord ultimately. You're just worshiping, you're just serving that Lucifer. Lucifer he's a servant of my Lord. What do you know, 33 degrees Mason? What is that in knowledge compared to what my Lord knows and that is coming through here? You think your occult knowledge is anything. All you can do is be one eye, man. You're facing two eyes here, man. See? This is on top. You see that triangle there? See? It's two eyes on top of there. Radha and Krishna, man. Not just the Maya eye. The all-seeing Maya. That ain't no all-seeing. That's a shadow of that. This is the all-seeing eye. Highest reality distinguished from illusion that we see and you don't see because you're in that eye, the one eye thing. You're looking through Lucifer's eye and everything is distorted. You're win lose. Oh yeah, we got to make slaves so that we can win. That's low class, man. That's less intelligent. Come here, we'll make it two eyes. Look at this, man. Man, we do win-win here. I've won, man. Got both eyes going here. And I look at my real followers. They got two eyes too. We're going to give everyone two eyes. So on top of that pyramid, that's what they need, the two eyes. We're here to put that extra eye up there. There's room for that. This is one-eyed bullshit. That's like a pirate, man. That's why I see pirates have one eyes. You got to get the two-eyed pirate, man. Sees both things to get better vision, right? One eye is not so good, right? You get two eyes. Why do we have two eyes? So we can see better, right? But spiritually too. What is this stuff? One eye shit. Promoting one eye, all seeing. That ain't no all seeing eye. It's only seeing half the picture, distorted, dark. You're looking through a shade. See, we're also looking through a shade. The shade of Krishna's lotus feet. Much better, man. It's transcendental. Where do you hear such knowledge? You Facebook people should be listening to our program, man. We're giving new information. I am so bored of both the Soros and Fauci stuff. The same old bullshit, man. And those fighting it, the left and the right, fighting each other. I'm just boring, man. You need some new information, fresh content. Your stuff is boring, man. We're going mainstream. Ask Maria. She knows. She got the message already. We're going mainstream. Yeah, we're going to be on Facebook Live. Well, we already are, but we're going to go online, man. We're going to we're going to, just give some new, fresh content to both parties that they're all both going to satisfy everybody. We're going to give information to the Illuminati. We're going to give information to the demigods. We're going to give it to the astrologers and the good people, the bad people. We're going to give it to the liberated souls who think liberation is the ultimate. We're going to give content that they can't even dream of. We're going to expose the inconceivable God, the unattainable God. These are the scriptures. We're going to make that Lord attainable and conceivable. That is the prophecy. Thus speaks The Lord. The Lord has spoken. Or it depends on who you are. The Lord has spoken. Yeah, you feel poked? Anybody out there? Any vitees? The Lord has spoken you, pricked you with the biggest prick in the world. Who makes the biggest point in the Lord, the sharpest point. You got to be really sharp to get this message, man. You got to have a sharp tongue, man. Bold tongue. Neshinga like tongue. Gorashima like tongue. Actually, we got the real all seeing one eye. See, okay, now let's get the conclusion of the conclusion. Are you ready? Da da! The climax of our show. It's actually a one eye show. We're looking through the eye of devotion. Now that's the one eye. We're going to get the whole world, like my Lord says. He says, I am Vishvambara, the maintainer of the universe, and I will feel the perfection of that truth if I can fill the world with the one eye of devotion. Love of God. If I can fill the world with love of God, that's devotion. The one eye of devotion. You look through the eyes of devotion. See, devotion to what? Devotion to God, devotion to Krishna. Just taste that forever. Become a taste tester. Let's test you out, Krishna. I want to taste your flavor. Oh, and let's try another flavor. You think 31 flavors of ice cream? That's so limited. What is it, 31 flavors of ice cream? We have 33,000 million zillion flavors of the best ice cream in the world. Krishna. Sorry I talked so much today. Just can't control this tongue. It's becoming uncontrolled. Narada Muni had to hold his tongue. It couldn't stop talking about the glories of the Lord. I'm starting to become like rivers. He's on and on and on and on and on. It doesn't stop. Hour, 2 hours sometimes. Okay. So for now, this story has come to a close. There's so much more. Can you imagine to get through this book? It'll take us an eternity. And then we read it again, it'll take us another eternity. So, hey, man, we're in the right place, man. We got plenty of service to do. Loving, ecstatic service. Yeah. So thank you very much for making your investment here in this company. You know, I tell you, I guarantee you, you're going to get many, many dividends on your investment here. You're going to become fabulously wealthy. See, everybody's promising that, and you never get it because it's all part of Maya, illusion. But I'll tell you, you'll watch. You're going to become fabulous wealthy here from your little investment of your ears and your time, your attention. You're going to get the greatest wealth that you can't even imagine. So, thank you. Till we meet again. Oh, wait. Let's get some. Words. Give us a word, Lalita.
Okay. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Indeed, this is the best investment you can imagine. invest in Krishna, invest in love of Godhead. You actually don't have to invest much. You immediately get loads and loads and loads. They undeserved mercy, undeserved love, undeserved wealth. Opalagapita, I don't know in English. Um, in all angles, actually. While mode of goodness, I talked about it in my video this morning. You invest and invest and invest, and there is no satisfaction. There is no satisfaction. It's and a lot of disappointment, actually. And the box of mode of goodness is very big, full of his own rules and his own opinions, and it depends on in what culture you are living. It's endless. You can invest endlessly, endlessly, endlessly. Here, you just surrender. You hear. Um, You allow the Lord to plant the seed inside of your heart, and everything is fixed. Actually, everything is is realized. Give give the job to the Lord. Don't try to control anything anymore. Let Him do the job. Does it so much better than we can imagine. Uh, Endless love, endless wealth. Endless strength that you get. Everything is fulfilled. You have no more sorrows, because you have this higher taste, and you take shelter in that taste. You start to live for that taste, actually, and that's why you're teaching us, and
Mhm.
that's really all we need. That's what the soul needs. That's eternal investment. Yeah.
Yeah, the taste, live for the taste. Basically, we're living for the nourishment. Yeah, you're living to be nourished, and we don't know about this nourishment. That's why the Lord says, "I'm a maintainer of the world. I maintain the world through. He gives us the air. Isn't that amazing how the Lord works? He's giving that air to breathe to everybody. He gives food to everybody. He helps everyone. He gives everybody a chance. See, and so just the people of the world, they don't know how to uh, align with that Lord and be like that. So people are doing it, but they're forced to do it. And while the world is like it is, the demons are going to serve indirectly, the demigods indirectly. It's only the devotees who have the direct service of the Lord. See? Why? Because we're engaged in that service through the Vaishnavas. See? All the previous and the current ones. And if you're just a Vaidhi and you haven't realized the prema position, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, well, there's going to be some faults in your service. There's some misguidance. There are people committed suicide from being, they can't come up to the standard, and they think that they can't worship Krishna. That's not true. That's not clear. And that's a more Vaidhi, more neophyte teaching. See, the more prema, the more devotion, the more pure love the person has, the clearer the understanding of the absolute truth, the clearer understanding of what is important, what is pure, see, what is perfect, see, what is proper. The more ecstatic, intimate relationship with the transcendental Lord. That's why Bhagavad Gita is the perfect verse, 10:10. To those who worship Krishna, God, the Supreme Lord, Christ, with loving ecstasy. And that's transcendental. If you really got loving ecstasy, it's going to be pure. Because once you get that, you realize I have no reason to worship the Lord other than it's my nature, it's my heart. When you love somebody in the world, it's like that. It's not like a conclusion. Well, I'm going to love this person because they can provide me money and they can provide me this. It may be like that. That's called motivated. But true love, is that true love like that in the world? No, I just love this person. It's my nature. I just awoken spontaneously. See, that's the shade of the illusion. That's the step down version with the shade over it. See, that's a reflection of our soul relationship with God. We just love God because He's lovable. We get energy, we get life just naturally from that. We don't question, like when you're eating a meal or tasting God, your relationship with the Lord, you're not thinking, like, oh, I can use this for something else. That's only the wannabes, the fake gurus, the false prophets, the false acharyas. See, they haven't tasted this yet. See, once you come here, you get a real taste for this, deep taste, and you drink it enough. You start to find out, oh, this is reality. Oh, wow, I just love God. And what a great love this is. It's so pure, it's so clean. I'm not working for any motivated benefit. I'm just motivated to love you more, to see you more, to see you, to feel you, to taste your presence, to eat the bread and butter of life. Now that motive is pure. This is called pure devotional service. I'm amazed how these people divine, they try to understand Rupa Goswami's definition of pure devotional service. And they speculate all about it, and they know it only in their speculations. And they say, well, this is pure devotional service. Then they look at here in our Sangha doing it, and they, that ain't pure devotional service. But then they give you the speculative definition and think they know what Rupa Goswami knows. No, no. Pure devotional service is what you see here, man. I'm just worshiping Krishna. Lalita's just worshiping Krishna for Krishna's sake, to make Krishna happy, and that is her happiness and my happiness and Johan's happiness. And the more they worship like that, the more clear they get about that. That is true intimacy. Krishna's happiness is truly your happiness, and you show it. You show the world the example of what it is. Sorry about the microphone getting smashed here. This is the court of law. You see the gavel? This is law, written in the law. See? Pure devotional service is natural when it is awakened by the grace of Guru and Krishna. You try directly, unless you got it from a previous life, then you'll also say, well, it came because of serving a Vaishnava in some other life. It always comes that way. That's why I preach it here. I wish I could have had a guru like you guys and have it away. I would love to make that witness for the world. The Lord didn't let me have that privilege. I was looking. I went to Narayan Raj to get that privilege. Didn't get it. I went to Tamal Krishna. Didn't get it. Went to the Radhakud Babaji's. Didn't get it. Hey, the Lord said, well, you already got it, man. You got to be the Neo, man. It was basically, when I saw that matrix, and now I understand it, what it's saying, Neo had to just see that he had it already. He couldn't get anybody to confirm it. No human being can confirm it. Only a real, pure devotee, a one who has realized God to such an extent. Well, I had that from the beginning. But I needed to know. It's like Neo had to realize it. Okay? Then I got the confirmations. Then Prabhupada appeared. Then Krishna appeared. Externally, in the dream and in the vision. Conscious, waking, lucid, to confirm. And then, because the scriptures were always confirming. But man, we got everything. Guru Sadhu Shastra now. Perfect confirmations. Everything I tell you, you can check in the Shastra. Everything they're telling you, you can check in. They're all speculative. They give you the speculative version of what pure devotional service is. We give you the real version, the reality version. You can see with your own eyes what pure devotional service is. Why do I need? I do explain because only persons engaged in pure devotional service can explain it, and you need to hear the real verbal explanation from a real devotee experiencing pure devotional service, because to bust all the liars and the cheaters and the speculators who give you the wrong definition because they're not experiencing it. Therefore, that's why they don't get it, and neither do their followers have it. But my followers have it because their guru obviously has it. See, remember? Lord Caitanya said, yes, it is correct. Those who awaken pure devotional love of Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. See, the book confirms it. See? Oh, look, you guys are getting pure devotional service. You must have found the real guru, even though he appears as a fool to the world. But you have the result of the scriptures. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken love of Krishna with its symptoms and the tears and the choking and all these beautiful symptoms and laughter and all of that of the Lord choosing to live in your body are certainly the guru. And you become a guru of others like that too, because you'll do that also for others. And nobody else. Nobody out there, the false acharyas, the speculative version, the Vaidhi Bhaktas. Yeah, Krishna's made Lalita qualified because she followed the real path. Rivers followed the real path. They're the example. You want Krishna consciousness easy? Follow the path they teach by their example. I can't even teach you that by example. They can. They got the result of following a real guru, obviously. I don't have to say, is Gohari real guru? Well, ask them. See them. See their example. Hear their preaching. Is Radhanath a real follower? Is Jaipataka a real guru? Is Radhanath a real guru? Well, look at their followers. Where's the fruit of love of Krishna? I mean, that's the only. I don't know about you guys out there in the world. Anybody in Krishna consciousness? I came for love of Krishna. I knew from the beginning this was the most attractive thing. This was real Krishna consciousness. What are you coming for? Do you want love of Krishna? Are you getting it through Radhanath I don't care how in your mind they're glorious or how in the minds of their thousands of followers are you getting love of Krishna? Are they getting love of Krishna? Do you see it in one person even? Do you see? Well, what is love of Krishna? We don't know. Well, you come here, you'll know because this is it. This is checkable by the Shastras. This is Guru Sadhu Shastra teaching you the real deal of Krishna consciousness. Is it there? Where is the love of Krishna manifesting, fructifying? See, obviously, they're still in progress, Guru and followers. Here is the gold standard of Krishna consciousness. Prema Bhakti is the gold standard. The Bitcoin standard. No, not even the gold standard. Platinum standard. The lottery standard winner, $1 million, $1 billion, $zillion lottery. Standard, again revived. And going to get more clear every day. We just beginning this run. We're going to rerun this show until the whole world, the whole universe is delivered. See, rerun. It's always the same show. Let's get these living entities out of this miserable dark shade. They're burning up in illusions, one after another, man. Yeah, so many people think they're the chosen one. And how do they do that? It's just nothing but hypocrisy in the world. Oh, I'm just a humble devotee and everything, I'm just nobody. You hear this preaching all the time. Oh, I'm just nobody and everything. And then here we're preaching, right? And they go, all of a sudden they become the chosen one. Oh, we know all about bhakti. What are you talking about? We don't understand. That ain't true. Prabhupada never said that. Oh, I thought you just this humble, respecting everybody. And now all of a sudden you're the chosen one that I guess we don't know all this ecstatic bhakti everybody's seeing here every day, all these deep conclusions that nobody's ever heard from anybody, not even from the illustrious Acharya Dev. All these things you're getting, but you're the chosen one. Wow, you're really a smarty. Let's put a cap on you, kind of with the point on it. One of those, and yeah, and let's have you be a teacher for the neophytes, for the beginners. A lot of dunces teaching. Yeah, they're teaching. You're dunce. If you don't have love of Krishna and you put yourself as a guru, that's duncey, man. That's not very smart. Dangerous, actually. You're going to be taken down. You're going to run away. You're going to fall on your face. You're going to go in a coma. I know. I had a godbrother who was initiated by Prabhupada. I call him a godbrother. Now, initiated by Prabhupada, he became a guru. And we met in Vrindavan. And we were talking. And he's a nice devotee, sincere, dedicated his life. Good person, good guy, good devotee. But ain't good enough. And I saw he's covered. And he looked at me because I was a guru at that time. I had disciples. And he says, you remember when I was ready to throw you out of the class? I was going to throw you out of the temple because you just wanted to read Bhagavatam all the time. You wouldn't go to the morning program, do our program. You just wanted to read Prabhupada's Bhagavatam. Yeah. Anyway, he was a guru, or he was a guru at that time. And I saw the covering over him. I said, the guy's still covered. It's not good enough. And what happened? Oh, he got a lot of followers and he did good things, but he went in a coma. You know what that is? You take on so much karma because he took disciples, but he still had the covering of the false ego, and you can't handle the karma, and they're deciding your fate. You got so many. I'm sure he had a great destination because he's a great devotee, but he's still covered. This is the position. There might be great gurus, good guru, not great, good. See, great guru is a pure devotee, a empowered, transcendentally empowered personality. That is a great guru. A good guru might be somebody like that in ISKCON, but ain't good enough, man. You take on karma disciples and you keep it. You can't take it. You're like, even in Vrindavan, all it can do is the karma of the people, the sins of the people come there and they're not dissipated. It takes the ecstatic devotees that are here to dissipate the karma and the sins of the world. And I'm not joking, man. Well, maybe joking. I'm serious, playfully. It's only this ecstatic devotion that purifies the universe, much less a few disciples that come here. Well, you want real purification? Come here, man. This is where it's happening. Huh. Lord Caitanya said, my ecstatic devotees, they purify the universe by their ecstatic chanting. Yeah, and we got that going here. Where else is a better place to go than where a place like that? I mean, if you believe in Lord Caitanya, not hypocritically, but actually that makes sense. Okay? If you believe it, see, conclusive. That's what you get here. Oh, really? All I have to do is come where the Lord is purifying the universe? Yeah. That's here. Show anywhere else there's ecstatic chanters, that's where the Lord's purifying the universe. But I think that's very rare. It's all no-show stuff. Oh, we just do the etiquettes and we'll look like, see, that's motivated devotional service. We'll show them, look like we're pure devotees and hold it back. It's materially motivated still. They ain't clean enough. Yeah. So here, you got devotees who are purifying the universe from their chanting. The real mercy of Lord Caitanya is here. Where else is there to go? Come on, man. Wake up, you Jeep Jago, you guys. Come on. Where else? Where else should you be if you really want Krishna? Where is the best? You should be asked the question. You can't, so I'll ask it for you. Where is the best place to go to get Krishna? Here, practically, because you've got ecstatic chanters who have Sat Chit Ananda form. We welcome Ananda, ecstasy. We suck it up, man, and then blow it out. Breathe it out. Breathe it in and breathe out. Prema. We're not just empty bellows here of just plain air. We got the hot air of Krishna burning up illusion. Forest fire. We don't swallow forest fire. We blow it out. Suck it in and blow it out like a candle so people can have a real birthday. Don't you want a real birthday? Come here. Let me blow out your candle. You know, those material birthdays. I'll blow your candle out, man. We'll put it out, man, and then put Krishna's candle in you, man. That burns eternally. That other one, we can blow it out. Pooh, and it's gone. I can't even blow out Lalita's candle. No matter how much I blow, I've been trying to blow all day here. I can't blow out. Look at, she's still smiling. I can't blow out that candle, man. Must be a big candle. Must be a one, the eternal. You ever see those ones you turn on electricity? You can't blow it out, man. It stays on. You got electricity flowing through it constantly. That's what goes on here, man. Can you imagine? You going somewhere else and you don't like these 365 days a year classes too? What, 2 hours, 20 minutes now? 20, 30 minutes? And then more on during the day? You don't like this kind of just blowing out the material candle and turning on the spiritual candle forever. Okay. Tom, give us a word.
I really I cannot I cannot speak. I really this is too much. I cannot. This is so compact that it's beyond grasping.
All right. Well, thank you. That's good. That's a good sharing. Yeah, and that's enough. My voice is like,
Being speechless from excitement.
hey, man, if we're going to have a show, we have to have a good show, man. We have to have a better than good show. We have to have a blockbuster. See, busting the block. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you soon.